This motherfucker keep talking to me crazy. She keep talking to me fucking crazy. I'm crazy. I'm fucking crazy. No.
Wait, what? Oh, so now you want to talk. Okay then, well shit. Cut the mic on.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to tell me I'm in some shit like I'm scared. See, what he tried to do was stop my mind from moving. But I'm with the shit, so being in some shit means nothing, my nigga. I've been in every connoisseur, and I learned to love it and became a connoisseur. To St. Louis, I'm Obama to him. I terminate the Terminators. I'm John Connor to him. Razor blade, all in his face. I put a comma through him.
Y'all heard that. So y'all know who we doing today.
We back in this thing.
We back in this motherfucker, and we got a little line of battles we gonna go over. So we got,
Yes, sir.
this is the Aye Verb Movement episode. We got Aye Verb versus Mav Hoffa. We got Aye Verb versus Midwest Miles. We got Aye Verb versus Loaded Lux. And Aye Verb versus Murder Mook. Jones, what you think of those battles, man? Like, all in all.
Like, we wasn't originally even gonna talk about the Murder Mook, but I wanted to talk about it for the fact that Verb right now, as far as I know, is the only motherfucker that went head up with both of them.
Beat both. Well, I'm not gonna say beat both of them. We'll get the predictions in a second.
Yeah, but like when you think about everybody that from his class that battled, either they have battled one or they battled the other. They didn't battle both.
Mm-hmm.
And he battled both of them, and he had real good performances against both of them too.
Okay. I feel you with that shit.
What we starting off with? We gonna start off with that Midwest Miles.
Which one was older, Hoffa or Miles?
I want to say the
because I thought that Hoffa one was older.
Yeah, I want to say the Hoffa one was the older one. It's a while back, man. I don't remember the time frames that well.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Just in the order of predictions, let's start with Hoffa.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's not really a prediction. We already know the results, but
yeah. We just kind of going over like our feelings of them battles and kind of just like showing love to Aye Verb.
Yeah.
Too. But like before I tap into Aye Verb, man, that Mav Hoffa, his performance in that battle.
Man, and that's the first thing I thought about was now that bias is off my back, Mav was kind of going in.
Yeah, I told you, like, I always felt like that was like one of his best performances was in that battle.
He was kind of going in. I was like, damn, I didn't remember his bars being this tough.
Yeah, he came to that battle, ready and in the mind of battle. When he wrote for that battle, he was in battle mode. He was ready to go.
And you can see it. You can hear it.
Real dope performance from him.
Mm-hmm.
In all three rounds on top of that.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna give our flowers to the opponents, even though this is the Aye Verb Movement, we ain't about to just stick on this nigga and just nut ride him. Like, no.
Like, that battle was real significant though, because of the fact that Mav was kind of he was the East Coast bully.
Yep.
So for Aye Verb to come through, on some, I'm trying to take down all these New York niggas, that was a good first battle. That was a good opponent to pick.
Yeah.
It was like show up in his home spot, go ahead and disrespect this man in his hometown,
Because
talk
Mav
greasy
didn't
and talk
battle
crazy to
outside New
him.
York before then.
Nobody, none of them niggas did. None of them niggas
Yep.
did. The battle rap scene was New York shit. It was New York, New Jersey, and then, you know, the Philly niggas that could get there, you know what I'm saying? It was them.
Yeah. They the ones that had the big what would you say? The big cameras on them, you could say. Even though, you know, it wasn't big cameras, but it's like all the lights and glamour was pointed towards New York.
But the thing is, it's where it all started at. It's like the way that battle rap was in New York during that time was before they put all of them battles on camera, you went into a nigga hood where, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers just gathered up and did they shit. You just went
Yeah.
over in their spot and you challenged the best niggas. Or they
Yeah.
put you up, they lined you up against the best niggas. So
Yeah,
like
but
if
you
you
know,
had
they
a
was doing
name,
that. They was doing that everywhere before the cameras, though. That's how these niggas was able. But I'm saying, like, as far as putting a light to it, yeah, New York was.
even though they was doing it everywhere, these guys that made it big off of, you know, smack holding the camera,
Yeah.
they were already big in New York for battling.
Yep.
You know, Mav, Rex, Good, all them cats was already known as like top battle rapper
Yeah.
or top
These wasn't.
rappers.
Yeah. This wasn't no random draw of the hat. This was. Nigga. These people were certified right here.
All it was Smack picked up a camera and started recording. And
Yep.
then, you know, it started getting big to where he started popping off with the CDs. Then it later turned to a lead,
Yep.
which where we at with Mav. Mav, like I said, he was doing his thing during that time. He didn't have the best performances leading up to that Verb battle, but he definitely did his thing in that Verb battle. Like,
and he had a name.
Yeah, and he had a name. So for Verb to come in and dog walk Mav's best performance,
Yeah, that was a clear body bag.
like, I mean, he did this man bad from beginning to end, and Mav wasn't trash. He was great.
Uh-huh.
Verb walked in that bitch and was over great.
Yep.
You gotta be to do what you did against, because this was one of, you know how everybody know how I always say it's one of them nights where it don't matter who you put in front of them, that guy is gonna get beat. Well, It was supposed to be that for Mav. It was supposed to be Mav's night where it didn't matter who you put in front of him, dude was gonna get bodied.
Yeah.
But you put the right killer in front of him.
Yep. Because that crowd, they didn't want to go into that. They didn't want to like Aye Verb. But
they wasn't rocking with Verb.
Verb was like, no, I'm gonna make y'all.
You watch seen this. Even the one nigga that was wearing the green that was in front of the camera and shit. Yeah. You seen how mad he was looking at some of Verb's line?
Man. I was cracking up at Young Calico in the back.
Yeah.
Man, he was super young. Fucking Hitman was super young. Goddamn Young Eel.
I want to say this was the same night that Eel and Calico battled.
Could have been.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a different night. That was a different night.
They was all there, but
I don't remember who battled that night. But I remember when we'll get into to the Night of Ill and Calico shit. But yeah, like I say, that was a crazy. Verb got that had that aggressive style back then. Now he's a little more pretentious. It's cool and all, but back then, this motherfucker was relentless.
Yep.
It was like his flow and delivery along with everything he's saying, his flow pattern. It was relentless. He was on your ass, and he was not letting you breathe.
And you know how we talk about hands on the hip surf, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was always stomping Aye Verb. Because he kept stomping through that back.
Yeah.
He kept stomping.
Yeah. That was animated Captain Marketable Verb.
Yeah.
That man waved his hand, stomped his feet, and he was fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed that style of battle rap when the pace was faster. They were constantly on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't no pausing waiting for the crowd. No, you about to catch every last one of these bars. I'm on your ass.
Yeah, now
y'all just gotta keep up.
That's one thing Verb did change, leading up, we'll talk about it leading up to like his newer battles. Cause yeah, during that time, the crowd was going and Verb, fuck that. He's still rapping. Like, no, y'all settle down when y'all settle down, but I'm not stopping.
But the crowds were smaller.
Yes.
The rooms were smaller.
Yes.
You talking about 50 to 100 people in that room.
Mm-hmm. And it's still
in comparison to 5,000.
Right. It's still
sometimes it might be a little more.
So Verb, he crushed him. He got that fucking traction going for that Midwest movement. Then he went against Miles. That Miles battle, that one, man, that's a draw the hat because they both was going. I mean, I can say Verb won, but it wasn't no clear win because Miles was snapping.
The reason why I don't declare a winner in that battle, I don't even talk about who I thought was better. And the reason why I even wanted to talk about that battle to begin with, that battle wasn't about a winner or a loser. Nope. It was about, we are the Midwest. We are the top guys in the Midwest.
Yeah.
We showing y'all New York niggas, we here. This is what you got to deal with.
Yep. And we ain't slowing up at all.
Like, and after that battle, the Midwest took the fuck off.
Yeah, man. Because for a while, shit, Detroit was running the fucking leagues.
Yeah.
They was going through everybody. Niggas could not stop them.
Detroit and St. Louis main three was running the fucking URL.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody. It was a problem.
And New York
Detroit had more artists, like new and vets. Like, because Detroit had new guys coming in that was going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like guys that I couldn't even tell you their names, but I could tell you that we looked at them battles and watched them niggas snap the fuck off, and we was proud. Like, yeah, y'all niggas is coming in this bitch putting on for Detroit. Y'all putting on for Michigan.
Them niggas stayed booked. Every card, them niggas, you guarantee gonna have one of them niggas on there.
Yeah. So that Aye Verb and Midwest Miles battle, that was the introduction to the Midwest movement.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to wait about talking about that night, because that was the same night that Calico and Ill battled.
It was on that one?
Yeah, that was all the same night. The same night that Conceited battled Jesse James. All of that shit happened that same night.
Man.
And Calico and Ill, fucking, what's his name? we talking about it right now. Miles and Verb, and I want to say it was Hitman and Big T.
Yep.
This was all the introduction to the Midwest movement.
Yeah. Big T definitely, he was like, shit, hell yeah, Chicago in this bitch too.
Yeah. And the objective was, we about to show everybody what we can do, and then everybody pick a New York nigga that you want to knock down, and we gonna go at him.
And we going full speed ahead.
And boy, did they pick up the ball and fucking run with it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, they did. They made them New York niggas have to step their bars up.
Yeah. Niggas had to pay attention. New York and Jersey niggas had to really step up and get their bars right.
Yeah. Yep. Or they was gonna sink.
Cause Midwest came in this bitch and they was different. Yep. And it's fucked up how grimy them New York niggas is, because your original plan was to grab Midwest niggas that y'all thought was ass and put them on the scene so y'all thought y'all could dog walk them. And that's not what the fuck happened.
It's not what happened at all.
Them niggas came in this bitch and started dog walking the whole fucking East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't no love in that motherfucker.
Yep. So what did they do? Typical East Coast shit. Fuck it, we about to go to the West and see who we can get over there.
They had to branch out. At that point, Smack started branching out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he made the attempt of doing battles outside of New York.
Quick question. Because we have to do this. Because we already skipped Math, but we about to double back to Math. What was your favorite Verb line against Math?
My favorite Verb line against Math, the opening bars.
I was gonna say the same thing. The way he started his rounds off. Hey, all
the
of that is cool.
bars.
All of that is cool, but real niggas does not get accused of fuck with other men.
No.
I like that intro.
Bars. The opening bars was Aye Verb versus Mav Hoffa. Mm-hmm. I ain't glad, I'm mad, partner.
Yeah, when he's
y'all put me against in the ring with y'all battle rap bully, Mr. Jab Popper, a nigga that sucker punched an 125-pound man and didn't drop him.
And then everybody erupted.
Opening bars, favorite shit. Because I never forget that. Because that bar, understand what that bar did to the rest of the battle.
Yeah, I was about to say, when he dropped that part and the crowd erupted, if you look at Mad's face, he realized he stepped into some shit. He stepped into some shit.
That bar took away everything that Mav had said up until that point, and it killed everything he was about to say for the rest of the battle.
Yep.
You sucker punched an 125-pound man and didn't drop him. You look like a bitch for the rest of this battle now. It don't matter how hard you come, you look like a bitch for the rest of this battle.
He said, now we done sat up here and listened to you be this whole grimy fucking mobster and all of this other shit. He's like, but the fact still remains.
Real niggas never get accused of fucking with fags, Hoffa. That shit was funny as hell. That nigga said, let's break you down. Lyrically, you Hoffa. But you funny than a motherfucker. You make niggas laugh, Hoffa.
Man.
That nigga was going crazy. And that's that flow pattern shit that I was talking about. He was getting ready to break into that. That man flow pattern remained the same all the way up until that line of Real niggas never getting accused of fucking with fags, Hoffa.
Yep.
His flow, that flow pattern remained for like a good 20 bars.
Good.
And he had like his flow. I love that aggressive flow. I actually, when I was even rapping myself, I actually started mimicking that. Like back then. Yeah, I actually had mimicked that.
Now, in the Miles battle, what was your favorite line?
I don't have a favorite line. I have a favorite round.
Oh, my bad. I didn't give you like you said, the bars. I didn't give you my favorite part of that math battle.
Okay, yeah. Your favorite, because I thought it was the real niggas never get accused.
That was. But then, like you said, them wasn't the bars. That was just the intro. The bars was Cortez. How long it take your mixing ass to make some Dorito chips?
Hey, man, when the last time you broke down the Dopacina brick? Let me ask your manager. Fat motherfucker, when the last time you seen your dick?
And the best part
about that part.
Hey, and the best part about that was right after he had told Mav about you just up here with the jokes. And then he broke into some jokes on his ass.
Bro, then he had, I'm thinking of bars now. That nigga said, I got the Glock by my abs, point it and knock a fraction of his chest away. Now you looking at half Hopper.
Yeah.
He had some fucking bars. Or that Aftermath bar. I forgot how that one was. Fuck. I can't even remember that shit. It was a whole bar that he did off of Aftermath.
Talk about Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
But okay,
the Glock spray from a block away, and bullets will be Aftermath like Dr. Dre. That shit.
When he said, because he said he throw them heat sinker bullets from a block away.
Mm-hmm.
So with Miles, you said you ain't really got no favorite line?
It was a favorite round. But before we get into the Miles, what did you like from Mav?
From Mav? He did get called a truck driver. He said that nigga don't even be driving. He be walking. Hold on. My bad. Because Bird was eating his ass up. I liked it.
I liked when he reincarnated Biggie.
I know I seen it coming. He did, he did do some good flips on those bars. He did do some good flips on it. But I liked it when he was like, hey, ill. Good say he got some pussy lined up. I think he talked about us, Dirty.
Yeah, that was dope.
When he was telling the story about Lux fucking him over on that money.
Yeah. But no, that was funny as hell.
I just like how Mav approached the battle. You know what I mean?
I love the way Mav approached the battle. If it was anybody else, he probably would have caught him a dub, man. But man, you was going up against a hungry ass Aye Verb.
Man, I can't wait till we hit Calico because I'm definitely rewatching that Calico and Mav. But
me, it was Calico and K-Shine.
That one too, because nigga, I'm still looking for that beach in Brightmoor.
Right. Nigga, I live in Brightmoor, nigga. I'm looking for that beach too. Nigga, I'm looking, fuck the beach. I'm looking for the water.
I'm saying, for real.
Nigga, when you find the water, maybe there'll be a beach there, but I'm pretty sure it ain't no water in this motherfucker.
You ain't even gonna see River Rouge.
Hell no.
During the Miles one, I liked it when Verb was like, I hit that block waving these two Ninas. It looked like I'm waving two Roman candles.
That was dope.
That shit was real dope. That shit was tough as hell.
A quick line that I can think of that I liked a lot was when he had a whole rhyme pattern that he was going into where he was like saying some shit like Desert Storm, Kuwait his ass, I start losing, he make me mad and I start Buffy the Vampire Slayer staking his ass or some shit like that.
And
but my favorite shit, it was like a great portion of a rhyme. And that's when he was talking about the story shit that Miles do.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about
he remixed that
nigga
shit.
He came down, he was like, I was over that nigga on 8 Mile at this nigga Miles' crib, and he was talking all that shit.
Yeah, when he remixed Luck shit.
No, he was doing what Miles do. How Miles always got like a story about fucking with a bitch or some shit like that.
Yeah. So
he it was a part where he say that nigga is in the basement sleeping. So I crept low down the stairs with that metal like a slinky, and this nigga sitting on the couch with his shirt off, stinking.
Hey, you skipped my bar though when he was like, I seen his little brother had all his mixtapes up, so oh fuck.
He started snapping his CDs.
Yeah. And then he was like, his 16
his little sister
came out the bathroom winking. He was like,
I said, you little cunt whore, when you turn 18, I'm gonna sign you. She said, ink me.
Man,
and that's what I'm talking about. That whole scheme.
Yeah.
That whole scheme from beginning to end, I fucked with that whole thing.
Yeah, that shit was beautiful.
Oh, and then the way he started it off, when he said, meet Lucifer in the flesh. Yes, dirty, you can't feel the steam. I could strut through the D and make buildings lean. You broke. Yes. Your pockets consist of silver things. Mine consist of bills that's green.
Yeah.
And like he was going crazy.
He was.
That was a dope ass battle.
Hey.
It was a lot of cold shit said.
And back then, nigga, that fucking cameraman was like, he was lightweight childish. Every time Miles said something about Verb hair having a perm, that cameraman zoom in on Verb head. Dog, I kept laughing at that shit. Then I was like, yeah, Verb did used to have them waves banging.
Bro, now my favorite shit from Mav straight out the gate, or from Miles straight out the gate, was when that nigga said, soft. He said something like his pops nicknamed him Lemonade. Look what a minute made.
Yeah.
And then bruh, what was he saying about fucking with his chick? It was some wild shit he was saying. Oh, he was saying like his pops, him and his pops got something in common. They tongue down the bitches I bust down. Hey, Miles is a silly ass nigga. Miles is a silly ass nigga.
Yeah.
He consistently says a lot of silly ass shit.
Man, I don't know what this boy on, man. We're gonna have to lightweight speed it up.
Wait, what?
Nah,
this nigga talking about you about to leave?
Trying to get off early and shit, yeah.
Hell no.
But yeah, like I said, yeah. Like we both said, like we agreed. It wasn't no real winner on that.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be a winner in that battle. It was meant to send a message to New York and New Jersey and anybody else that wanted to challenge that this is the Midwest movement and we coming through the move shit.
And we stomping through this bitch. Like he said, we gonna stomp through that bitch and make buildings lean. Which brings us to battle number 3. Now, question. How do you want to order it? Mook first or Lux first? Because we know he battled Mook before he battled Lux.
Yeah, but we gotta. He did battle Mook first, but we gotta do Lux.
Okay, so look.
Only because of the impact and like just the impact of it.
Now, I was gonna
Excuse
save
me.
this statement for Mook, but I'm gonna give it to Lux. I'm gonna make this statement during Lux's, just off the simple fact of he whined about it his whole third round. And shit, basically through the whole battle about not being able to have unlimited rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one thing I give to them New York niggas in this battle rap shit. That these niggas, they're gonna write some shit, but these niggas can really turn what they wrote, these 3 minutes that they wrote, into a whole 10, 15-minute round. Like these niggas could, once they get in that mood and they fucking tunnel vision and seeing red, these niggas will rhyme forever until you're tired of fucking hearing them. They will literally rap your head off.
That's not a New York thing. Like
it's
all
a lot
them,
of filler
every
in it,
one of
though.
them niggas can do that.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of filler in that shit though. That's the part I don't like about them long ass rounds. And then like I felt like going against Lux, in that Lux battle, that nigga had a lot of filler. It was like a lot of just rhyming words. Like his third round had a lot of substance in it. His third
No,
round
it didn't.
It was. Well,
that nigga complained for an entire round about Verb not putting unlimited rounds on the rounds.
But it was way better than him just throwing these words at you and then just going like, oh yeah, like you killing it, but really all you did was you broke down a word that takes 3 what do you call it?
I think I think a lot of shit Lux was saying went over your head.
No, it didn't. It didn't. But it's just like his style. Then this the other thing that fucks me up with Lux is when I see him battle, really I just want to see him freestyle. Because hands down,
Who wants to see that?
Man, I love watching that nigga freestyle on them. I be going back and watching them. You remember them how they used to have the ciphers? I be going back and watching them bitches. I fuck with them bitches because man, I felt like he was killing them bitches. And then when he be at the radio station.
Yeah, and a cipher, and then when he rapping on the radio, that's one thing. But to hear a nigga freestyle, I don't want to hear too many. It ain't too many niggas in this bitch that I want to hear freestyle.
But I'm calling it freestyle. But what you say it was called free written?
It would be if you talking about directly off the head, it's free versa.
Okay, it's not directly off the head. It's the one when they prepared for it.
Oh, you got your bars together. Yeah, it's a freestyle because it's probably wherever you rapping this verse at, it's probably not to the original beat that you wrote it to.
Right. That's why I was saying like I like when he went up to Funk Flex.
Yeah, like what he rapped on Funk Flex is considered a freestyle, man. By a technical term, because it wasn't. He didn't write that to that beat. He probably didn't write that to that beat.
Nah.
But what he was saying could fit over that beat. Man, and then it ain't no telling how many verses it probably wasn't even one verse. He just spit a bunch of bars and it all made a verse.
Yeah, man.
One long verse.
And like, so when he be battling, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, my mind will wander off into wanting to hear that shit. But no, Lux, he did his thing, but I like you said, it wasn't no winner in that one.
Lux, here's my thing. When I said that to you, I hadn't finished the third round yet. The third round was about to start when I was saying that to you. Now, how I feel now, that Lux complaining in that third round lost him that battle.
I wouldn't even say that's what lost him. What I would say, like I told you, I had text you. I peeped something in that second round. That second round, if you start to like while they rapping, like when Lux is rapping, all the energy is there, the oohs, the eyes, the face expressions, all of that shit, right?
Right.
When Aye Verb hit that zone and was really killing this nigga, if you look in that background, all of them is blank faced. Like they can't believe
they were
what
blank faced the entire battle.
Man, I think Nunu had to pee. Or
Yeah,
either
them
that,
niggas was, yeah, they were blank faced the entire battle.
man. So I just wasn't paying attention because when they hit that second round and Verb is up there killing this nigga, I'm like, why is these niggas so dead back there? What the fuck is going on? I took it as they just didn't want to see this massacre occur on. Well, they didn't want to give Aye Verb his dues. Is how I took
Yeah, because them niggas Smack and Nunu. Them, well, I don't know about Smack. Smack is biased. I know that Smack is biased, but I don't know if he's biased towards Aye Verb. But Nunu has a bias against a lot of fucking battle rappers.
Yeah,
but
it looked like she had to piss. Nigga, because I'm talking about her leg was shaking. She kept tapping this shit. I'm like, girl, if you don't go to the bathroom, what the fuck? Like, why is you so tight up there? But
like, I don't know. That third round, I think that third round lost him the battle to me. But the thing also is that I think that Loaded Lux went crazy in them first two rounds.
Yeah, he was going nuts. But Verb was right there with him. That's why I don't even give. And then, you know, I like when they tell stories up there. That's why I don't hold that third round against Lux. Like I don't feel like that third round lost him that battle.
That third round lost him the battle because bitch, you complaining about some shit that's already set in stone. Y'all are in this battle now. But battle the nigga. Battle your opponent.
When that
Stop crying about time limits. That's not what we came. We didn't come up here to listen to you complain about time limits. We came up here to listen to you go crazy on your opponent.
Dog, that nigga was ready to complain at the end of that first round when Smack was like, man, time.
Yeah, he was ready to complain then.
And then Verb was like, no, man, let this nigga rap. Like, fuck that. Let this nigga go. That's what we here for. Let this nigga go. And he
let
kept
him
saying,
go.
like,
and he had one more line.
Yeah, and he kept saying, like, Lux, go, spit that shit, go. But Lux was so into complaining, he didn't hear him the first couple times he said that shit.
And then, just like the second round, when Lux was rapping in the second round, if you peep, Nunu was even trying to tell Lux, hey, pay attention to your time. Because every time Lux said a bar, he'd be reacting with one of his homeboys. And I'm sitting there like, nigga, that's where your time going right there.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize that sometimes them niggas not stopping the clock when you doing that.
No,
the clock is still going.
No, only time they stop the clock is when they gotta do crowd control.
Yeah. This wasn't no crowd control shit. This you wanting to shake hands with your partner and talk shit because you feel like you did something, which, don't get me wrong, bar you said, I don't remember what the bar was, but the bar was crazy.
All of was crazy.
Every bar he went nuts. He went fucking nuts. He went noodles in that bitch.
And that speaks volumes because Aye Verb did not lose.
And this is what I was saying to you when we was talking earlier about the shit, like as we was watching it. I was saying with Verb, when you hearing Lux bars, it's like this nigga going crazy. But when you hearing Verb after, it's like, oh, this shit sounds so brutal.
Yeah.
Like this shit is they rounds had two different feels to it.
And
so like when it came to judging round 1 and round 2, I didn't know who to get a battle to because it's like, or who to get a rounds to because it's like this nigga went crazy, but this nigga shit like it's that old Verb kind of style. Like nigga, he is on your ass and he is beating the fuck out of you right now. These shits hurt. These shits look like they hurt.
Man, they was bad. They was bad. Oh my God.
It's like boxing. It's like this in boxing. You got one boxer that looks like a good boxer versus a nigga who looked like his punches hurt.
That's where you got Wilder versus Fury.
That was gross. But back to the metaphor.
I didn't expect Wilder to lose. But Fury punches fucking hurt.
See, I was going Floyd Mayweather that thing, but it wouldn't work.
No.
Because that would be me implying that Lux won. And that's not what happened.
Yeah, and that's what that ain't what we was comparing it to. We was just comparing it to the hurt. So if you want to go Floyd, it'd be like Floyd and Pacquiao.
No, because Pacquiao's punches didn't look like they hurt.
Shit.
Floyd ain't fight a nigga. Like, I ain't seen Floyd fight a nigga for real where them punches look like they hurt.
Right? Because first off, they got to hit him.
Yeah, that's for one. They got to hit him. But when they do hit him, they never look like they hurt.
Nah.
They are some sound connections.
Every single punch Floyd has taken felt debatable. Like, I mean, he might have hit him.
This is here we go. Here we go right here. This is Ving Rhames and Wesley fucking Snipes. Cause nigga, like bro, Wesley is hurting that nigga. But Ving Rhames look like nigga. It's like dog. Again, it's like I say, to bring it back to battle rap.
Nigga, you brought up one of my favorite fucking boxing movies, dog. When Ving Rhames and Wesley Snipes had that bout.
Man. And it was all the way down to the final round. They both had knockdowns. They both caught knockdowns on each other, but it was the knockout that mattered. And Verb had the knockout.
Yeah, his ears was ringing though, because you seen what dog when Wesley Snipes took that blow and them ears got the ring. Ooh, okay, let me stop thinking about that movie. That was my shit,
bro. And that goes right back to Verb. It was like Verb ears is ringing, but nigga, I'm still gonna knock you the fuck out. It's like I told you, Verb came into this battle, and his mind was not on winning. His mind was on destroying his opponent.
Yep.
So if y'all can declare a winner all you want. All that matters is that nigga can't walk away from this battle.
Right.
He can't walk away from this fight. I done beat him too bad. His body is too broken the fuck up to walk away from this battle. I'm about to do what Vegeta did to Goku. Nigga, I can crawl away from this shit, but you're not gonna walk away.
Mm-hmm.
That's Verb mind. If they call you the winner, cool, but you're not gonna get up and walk away from this bitch.
Yep.
Nigga, I can come back and scrap with you again. And let's see how good your fight is then. That was the type of fight that Verb came in to put in. It was like, no, bro, one of us gotta die.
Yeah.
One of us has to die. That was how his lines was just hitting nonstop, like just brutal.
Yeah, and Lux, he did not want to give up. He gave it everything he had.
Lux looked clean. Mm-hmm. Lux looked like a nigga that really know how to fight.
Yeah.
I'm technically sound. I can throw a good right hook. And when I throw that bitch, I'm pinpoint accurate to make it look like it's doing some damage. That Floyd Mayweather shit. I'm not really hitting you hard, but it looks good. It looks really good. But these hits ain't doing no damage for real. They may do damage in the long run, but they ain't doing no damage for real.
So what's your favorite line in there? We gotta kind of throw some speed on there.
I can't really give you a favorite line from that shit because it was too many crazy lines from both of them.
Yeah. I had it in my head and it was from Verb. And
what I will because what I will say is how I just said that Verb came in that bitch in the mind of not trying to win. It was to make sure his opponent don't walk away. He said that in the third round.
Mm-hmm.
He said exactly that. He said, I didn't come in this battle to win, Lux. I came in here to break you down. I came in here to see if I could take your punches.
Yeah.
And I can. It really ain't shit. And proceeded to break this man down some more.
Man, that nigga Verb is a monster.
Now, where you at with it?
Shit, man, I can't remember that line. But like I said, I feel like it was a dead out double KO. Double KO. I won't give it to either one of them. But that's off the simple fact of Lux third didn't bother me none.
Yeah, Lux lost that round, lost the battle off that third round.
So
off of your approach, you lost that battle. I'm the same with you. It's not a double knockout. It's a double knockdown. Mm-hmm. And Verb stood up before Lux could.
Yeah. So how you feel with this Mook bonus battle?
Bonus battle Mook. Verb said everything that I felt in the first round. That this nigga Mook don't do shit for the fucking culture, but yet this nigga want to be worshipped as fucking God in this bitch.
Dog.
And you ain't nothing but a flunky for all of them other rap niggas that have deals and make millions. Nigga, you are a fucking showcase to them.
Dog. Everybody in that was on that stage, I'm talking Jazz the Rapper and all of them. When Verb got to breaking that down, they all was sitting there shaking their head, nigga. They was with Verb like, yes, nigga. Now, he said, how many of us have you put on your podcast? He said, not one of us.
That's my favorite line right there. We can already answer that question. That right there.
Now,
when he put that on.
Man.
My issue with Mook through the entire battle, I had a few issues with Mook, but this is my main one. Mook was so inconsistent with his bars.
Yes.
It was either a cold-ass setup, dirt-ass punchline, or dirt-ass setup, dog-ass punchline.
And I felt like at that point in time, that Mook in that battle, he was too busy. His head was too big. I felt like he could, if he would have brung himself a little bit back down to earth, he could have walked away with this battle.
I don't think so. The way that Mook was scheming in that battle, he was saying like he was putting together some shit.
Man.
But the way his schemes and his wordplay and like the way he was compiling all that shit together, it was crazy. But the outcome, I don't think that's really Mook for real.
No.
I don't think that's Mook's style for real. Mook can do the wordplay and the punches, but the way Mook does is Mook has already drawn out how he wants to kill you. There is a part one, which is the torture, the part 2, which is the interrogation, the part 3, the third round, which is the kill. Because part 1, I'm about to brutalize you. This shit ain't gonna seem right. Second round, we're gonna tap into who you are. That's where I say it's the interrogation.
I think that first round, Mook was, I think he was like, because everything, that the energy was high before even the coin toss, the energy was high, and I think Mook was really, that energy had him pumped so much that he might have been trying to get up under Aye Verb's skin, because he was doing a whole lot of pushing and patting.
I think Mook was drunk.
Yeah, because he was really, really physical. Even after Verb was like, all right, man, look, stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Yeah, Mook was way more animated than I've ever seen him in that in a battle. I think he was drunk.
But then Mook said something during that small break, a small little, breaking up the scuffle type thing. And I understand, which was, hey, man, he said he was going to be rough with me, so I'm just being rough with him.
That's bullshit. I call bullshit on that because in all of Verb battles, you ain't never seen Verb do no shit like that.
No, none of them.
So you know exactly what the fuck he means when he says I'm gonna get rough with you. He talking about how his bar is about to come with you.
He's talking lyrically, and you come in pushing and shoving.
Yeah.
Trying to bump and all of that shit.
Verb and Hitman, I give a lot of credit to. They don't do a whole lot of that. Verb did a lot of it with K-Shine. I remember him doing it a lot with K-Shine. He does do it, but he's not known for being that way.
Yeah. See, and I think that's why in that, was it that third round? Second round.
Verb started doing it back.
Yeah, I think that's the whole reason why he kept just poking him. Because he's like, really, I don't do this.
Verb plays a mind game. This nigga, it seems like he's a master of psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Because it's the way that he pick at you. For example, Mook is throwing his body at him. All Verb did in that second round was poke at him.
And kept poking him. And he did it enough to where Mook is starting to react from it. Talk about, see? He doing it right now.
You did it to me a whole round, my nigga. You did it a whole battle, my nigga.
Right.
You did it an entire battle. Then with Verb, this is where I say the psychological warfare comes in. Third round. Verb has a line where he talking about pulling them in. When he says the bar where Mook is throwing his body, pushing him, Verb pulled him closer.
Yeah. You seen it. You peeped that too.
Yeah. Nigga, while you doing all this pushing shit, nigga, I'm pulling you closer to me.
Mm-hmm.
This shit different. It's different from a nigga pushing you versus a nigga pulling you closer to. He's pulling you closer to the target you aiming at.
Yeah, because you see, he
daring you to do something.
He took that goddamn arm. It was that back arm, not the front one facing the audience. It was that back arm. Nigga, you seen that bitch. Nigga, if you look, you see that bitch, because you see when you let him go, because that's when Mook back up.
Yeah. Verb is playing chess, and these niggas is playing checkers.
Yeah.
He different with that mindset up there on that stage. It was crazy.
That was the bar against Lux that I remember. I remember it now. When he was like, yeah, I'm about to go. He was like, I'm going noodles up here. Like when I'm about to go eat like a college student or some shit like that.
He said that, Verb said that to Mook, and Lux flipped it.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Because I knew it was one of them battles. Nigga, that noodles and the college student shit, man, that set the place off.
Yeah.
Man,
that bar went crazy. Or the one where he said, you dangerous like something, nigga. I'm dangerous like Ben Simmons with a jump shot.
Yeah. Dog,
Nigga.
when he said that, did you see Good's face back there?
Nigga, did you see everybody's face?
Dog, yeah, it started a whole bunch of side conversations. Because Good's instantly was like, oh, and got to talking to a nigga like, nigga.
Because I know you don't watch the NBA. You don't be in the league on niggas like that.
Right. But I know Ben Simmons is a beast.
Ben Simmons is nice, but he don't. His downfall is not being able to shoot. Mm-hmm. And the reason why all the side conversations started, because they did the same thing I did when I heard the line. Nigga, everybody was like, oh yeah, nigga, that's dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
To picture Ben Simmons with a jump shot, oh nigga, that shit's dangerous.
When that line hit, you know what the first thing I thought about was, nigga, that's like if White Chocolate had a jump shot. Jason Williams
had a better jump shot.
A better jump shot.
I don't fuck with him for real right now, though. Yeah, I don't fuck with him right now. That nigga, cause that nigga, they asked that man's opinion on the GOAT conversation of who's the GOAT between LeBron and fucking Jordan. And that nigga said the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
Cause that's the fucking dumbest question, dog. I hate that fucking question.
Yeah, for starters, it is a very dumb question. It's like, a very dumb question.
These are two different players in two different time frames of the NBA.
Yeah. There's no way that you can compare what they do because they were asked to do different things with different types of players around the league.
Yeah, and then, you know, all of that LeBron crybaby talk, it kills me. Just off the simple fact of, did y'all forget how much crying Jordan did when Iverson crossed him? They must have forgot about that.
No, he ain't do no crying for real.
Nigga. That nigga went to he went to the refs and made the refs call that shit carrying. Nigga, they tried to ban, you don't remember, they tried to ban the crossover from the NBA because of that. Because Jordan would not stop complaining about that shit. I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
But here's the thing. If you know the rules, you're gonna call it out when you see
it. The NBA was changing.
All AI did was revolutionize the game with that crossover.
Yeah, it was the start of a whole of a change.
Where I say I knew Jordan wasn't on no crying bullshit was because Jordan loves AI.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He loves AI. Like,
why wouldn't he?
Because he got crossed.
Yeah.
Nigga, he almost ended Jordan's career with that cross twice.
Man.
If you look at AI do that crossover and you look at Jordan's knees when he hit him the first time and the second time, oh, nigga, one wrong move and Jordan is out of the league.
Yeah.
That knee is gone. He almost fucked him up. And Jordan don't take, nigga. Jordan don't take kindly to shit like that.
Jordan didn't take kindly to nothing when it was a competitive level. That's why him and goddamn Isaiah Thomas is still beefing.
Bruh. Because out of everybody in the history of the NBA to play against Jordan, Isaiah Thomas has the most wins against him.
Duh. And we'll blow that nigga shit out in a heartbeat. Don't give a duh. Them niggas. Oh my God, we didn't turn this to some NBA shit because them niggas.
And Isaiah Thomas loves Jordan. Duh. And Jordan loves Isaiah Thomas.
Duh.
Isaiah don't like Scottie Pippen.
That's who it is. Now, what's my man's name? The white dude. He played for us.
Bill Laimbeer.
Dog. Bill Laimbeer was a dirty motherfucker, man. Nigga
didn't have no talent, nigga. That nigga was just Just dirty
there
as
to scrap.
fuck.
He was there to scrap. He like, oh, you about to dunk? No, you ain't. Boop.
Nigga, I'm about to knock all this shit over.
Nah. When they put that nigga in the game, I know every single time they're like, man, damn, I ain't feel like fighting today.
Him and Rick Mahorn.
That nigga gave you that I ain't feel like fighting today feel.
But that brings in the conversation of how the leagues are different between back then and now, where the big man back then was supposed to do dirty work like that. Mm-hmm. It was, if a nigga slash this lane trying to dunk, you knock him the fuck out, and make him regret coming down here.
Make him think
about it.
Yeah, make him scared to come in the hole.
You got to make him think about it when he drive. He got to think about that drive, even if he has it. If he has it open, he still got to think about it before he do it. Because do we really want to put his body on the line like that?
And that's why Larry Bird said, you know what? Fuck it. Splash Bros.
Now, when you bring in LeBron is playing in a league where, and they kind of got away from it when they were kind of still in it when he first came in, but they were still transitioning to a league that spaces the floor out. Mm-hmm. So it ain't as many big men in the league, in the paint anymore. A lot of those guys are at the 3-ball line.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he gets more rebounds, and he's able to. The reason why LeBron is able to manufacture rebounds and blocks is because of the floor being spaced out the way it is.
Yeah.
When the biggest nigga, and how he's able to manufacture dunks at the rim. When the biggest nigga that's supposed to stop you is at the 3-ball line because your biggest nigga on your team is out there to shoot, the lane is wide open, and you're 6'9", 250. You're the second biggest thing on the court.
Yeah, ain't no more Shaqs out there. Ain't no more Charles Barkley's out there.
Yeah, you can't. I can't imagine LeBron grabbing rebounds and getting blocks the way he does now in a league of Shaquille O'Neal's and fucking Patrick Ewings and
you ain't even gotta go that far.
Hakeem Olajuwons and all of those.
You ain't even gotta go that far. We can go fucking Rasheed Wallace and Ben Wallace. We can go David Robinson.
Nah, because he did it against them.
Yeah, but them niggas wasn't at the 3-point line. He was just shitting on them.
Yeah, he was just straight shitting on them niggas. But here was the thing about that. Cleveland's whole style was to space the floor out then and give LeBron the lane. Because the way that Detroit played him, the way that San Antonio played him, the way that everybody played him, they knew he was going to space the floor out. They knew that he could use pick and rolls to set up any mismatch that he wanted. So when he drive to the basket, the idea is everybody collapse. At the moment that he's about to take the shot, everybody collapse and try to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't worried about these other motherfuckers because they inconsistent. All the way up until he got to Miami. When he got in Miami, he got more consistent players. But when he was in Cleveland, we ain't worried about none of these niggas. They inconsistent as fuck. We all gonna collapse on this one dude, and let's see if he make it. If he make it, it's just 2 points. If he don't, we back up court. We know how he'll do in transition, but how the rest of these niggas gonna do in transition?
The funniest fucking shit was
we went from battle rap to basketball. Like,
yeah, I know, man.
It was a smooth ass transition too, because it made sense like a mother.
Yeah, I got one last thing, and then I gotta hit this road.
Mm-hmm.
The funniest shit was when he left to Miami that next season. Cleveland only won. They didn't even win 10 games that season.
Yeah, because that team was bad.
That team was terrible.
It was a team of like spot up shooters, really.
And to say for them to always discredit LeBron when he came to the league, when they got him out of the high school and brung him to the league at 18, they was that same team that he left. So you took this team that can't win 10 games to the finals. Then you leave. First off, Cleveland would not have made such a big ass fucking spectacle out of him leaving if they didn't know how bad they needed him. Cause that shit was crazy how the motherfuckers was burning jerseys and shit. I understand why he left, dog. Cause it's like, nigga, once your mama start fucking one of your teammates, I can't sit in this locker room.
And the reason why he left was because of the front office. They weren't trying to bring in good players.
Hell no.
Because they felt like, well, you selling tickets.
Yeah,
you are cash cow. What we trying to bring in good players to pay more money for?
Yeah, fuck that.
No, we don't want to do that. We'll let you take us to the playoffs every year. You the best player on the planet. We'll let you sell these tickets. Everybody coming to see you. They ain't coming to see the team win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they never been in that position before, so they didn't know how to handle it.
And LeBron wanted to win, so he like, shit. Well, we in Miami with it.
Yeah, I'm not about to waste my life with y'all.
But I mean, I'm kind of on the side of I love LeBron. I think he's great. But I think that people give him way too much credit for certain shit.
Yeah, it all depends on who you talk to, because that is a thin line of love and hate. Like, you know what I mean? No pun intended. Like, you never.
It's always been the fans that made me hate LeBron. I started loving LeBron for the fact that I just started watching him play and asking myself, why do I dislike him?
Because he's nothing but a good player trying to do what he loves.
He always been good.
Yep.
And then what it is the narratives that the fans and the media paint. Like the thing of him making teammates better is a lie.
Yeah.
That's a fucking lie. He doesn't make teammates better.
This nigga Trey, I used to argue with this nigga every day. We would debate about LeBron because he hated LeBron. Nigga, if Cleveland win, they only won because of Kyrie Irving or some shit like that. So
yeah,
I would just, because the funniest part about that is I was just going off of like common sense and numbers.
Yeah.
He was watching the game. Nigga, I didn't watch not nan piece of game. And I was just Google the stat. Oh shit. Damn, this nigga LeBron, nigga, he got 40-something points, nigga. He got a triple-double going, woo, whatever, right? Get to work. And this nigga like, man, Kyrie Irving, the reason they won that game. I'm like, but look at these numbers.
That actually still makes sense though.
Yeah, it's
because
like
in order for Kyrie Irving to be in position to win the game, he has to do his part throughout the game, and LeBron has to do his part throughout the game.
So my favorite thing, because he'd be like, man, that don't make sense. But I understand. Is going, okay, well, let's say LeBron wasn't on this team, but Kyrie Irving was, so you take all of these numbers away. Then what?
They get blew out.
You know what I mean? Because now it's a game that they only won by like 10 points, but you take away 45 points, nigga, they lost.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
And then you got to take away these rebounds. You got to take away these assists. Like, this nigga had to pass the ball to somebody. Why wouldn't he pass to Kyrie?
Yeah. And that numbers argument, how like I be arguing that on the Jordan aspect, because niggas talk about how he had Scottie Pippen and he had Steve Kerr. It doesn't change the fact that this man averaged 37 points in his playoff career.
Yeah. Does a check. He also had Dennis Rodman.
I was getting ready to say, and Dennis Rodman. In the series where they talk about Steve Kerr hitting game winners, my nigga Jordan averaged 40 points in that series.
Man,
somebody had to get you to that point. Somebody has to get you to a point to hit a game winner.
Nigga.
Which it all boils down to, in order to win a championship, you have to have a team behind you. One person can't win a championship.
And you know what the funniest thing is? Dog, this nigga is not the best player, but he had to have had the best team behind him as far as like the NBA as a whole, which is Ori. For some reason, he really didn't have to do shit but be on certain teams, and he was collecting rings like goddamn Pokemon cards.
Robert Horry was a big shot hitter.
I don't give a damn what you call him. The nigga was lucky. Because if he
No, that ain't luck. That's skill.
That's a good team behind you.
It's the team behind you, but it's skill. It takes skill for that team to want to look at you.
Yeah.
Why did that? It wasn't like he was out there and wasn't getting no ticks. It wasn't like he was sitting on the bench and wasn't seeing no minutes. No, this nigga was in there in big moments and hitting big shots.
Yeah. Shit, that motherfucker. This one thing I give it to him. Like, he can have a game where he only scored like 3 points, right? But that 3-point shot would have been the one that got them to win that game by 1 point.
Yeah.
Because he's calm and collective when he take that shot. Like, yeah, the pressure's not really on me. Take this one. But shit, man, I gotta go, man. I know this nigga waiting on me by now. That nigga texted me 20 minutes ago.
Hey, come with the territory of life. We got work to do. You got to sit there and wait.
Hell yeah,
I got food cooking anyway. I got to check on that shit.
For sure, man. We might get another one in, man, when I get back.
Yes, sir.
For sure.